The forest was calm, bathed in golden sunlight. As disciples gathered around Buddha under the ancient Bodhi tree, his presence exuded serenity, his eyes reflecting compassion that pierced through the veils of ignorance and suffering. "My dear disciples," Buddha began, his voice melodious like a gentle stream cascading over smooth stones, "true prosperity transcends material wealth. Arising from wisdom, compassion, and inner harmony cultivated in life's journey," he declared solemnly, "I shall recount the tale of Sudatta, a merchant whose heart was restless despite abundant riches amassed through years of trade. Sudatta lived in Shravasti, a bustling city vibrant with commerce, its streets lined with merchants selling silks and spices. Though respected for his wealth, Sudatta's nights were sleepless, his mind restless, yearning for peace beyond material possessions. His quest for solace brought him to sages, but their advice failed to fill the void plaguing his spirit. One day, Sudatta encountered a beggar beside the river Sarayu, whose countenance shone with inexplicable joy and contentment. "How is it," Sudatta asked, "that your heart is light, though you lack riches that others toil endlessly to acquire?" The beggar responded with wisdom, his words like dewdrops falling softly, nourishing Sudatta's parched soul seeking enlightenment. "My wealth lies not in gold," the beggar replied, "but in a heart freed from greed, envy, and suffering. I find abundance in sharing what I have, however meager, for generosity fills the emptiness material pursuits leave behind." Sudatta's heart was moved, his mind awakened to a profound truth that wealth's value lay in its purpose and use. Inspired, Sudatta began distributing his fortune, tending to the sick, and feeding the hungry in Shravasti's crowded streets. Each act of compassion lightened Sudatta's burdens, filling his spirit with peace previously elusive amidst lavish possessions. Sudatta's transformation inspired his community, spreading the realization that prosperity thrives when shared generously among those who have less. "My disciples," Buddha said, his eyes shimmering like stars, "reflect on this tale and discern its wisdom in your own lives. Life offers you riches, not merely to possess, but to transform suffering into joy through selfless giving and unconditional love. Material wealth, when hoarded, decays, but when distributed wisely, it blossoms like lotuses rising untainted from murky waters." The disciples listened intently, their minds absorbing the essence of Buddha's teachings as rain nourishes the earth after drought. Sudatta's journey to contentment teaches us that prosperity lives in the heart, born of compassion and selfless action, Buddha concluded. His words lingered, carried by the wind, touching the hearts of each disciple gathered under the venerable Bodhi tree. True prosperity must not enslave the soul to desires but liberate it, enabling harmony and kindness to flourish abundantly. The sunlight deepened, its warmth enveloping Buddha and his disciples, their hearts united in purpose. Guided by his wisdom, Sudatta's tale remained etched in their memories, a luminous beacon guiding their steps toward enlightened and prosperous lives. The Buddha's teachings transcended time, echoing in the hearts of humanity seeking the profound essence of true prosperity. "May this wisdom guide you," Buddha said, "towards a life where generosity and compassion manifest true prosperity beyond fleeting treasures." With that, silence embraced the gathering as the disciples reflected deeply on the transformative power of his words. Sudatta's story became their mirror, revealing paths untraveled, filled with potential to nurture harmony, wisdom, and eternal peace. Another day, as dawn painted the sky with hues of amber, the Buddha gathered his disciples near Bamboo Grove. The crisp morning air carried the melodies of birds, merging harmoniously with the whispers of swaying bamboo leaves. "My dear disciples," Buddha said, his voice tender yet profound, True prosperity demands harmony among all, transcending divisions and conflicts. One disciple, Ananda, spoke hesitantly, "Master, what of those who possess nothing? Can they also find peace in their hearts?" Buddha turned to Ananda, his gaze kind and understanding. "Even emptiness can bind a soul." Ananda, each village, consumed by greed, sought to claim the river's bounty solely for itself, deepening the chasm of animosity. One day, a wandering monk passed through this land, observing the strife that turned fertile lands into barren despair. The monk sat beneath a venerable banyan tree and called upon the elders of both villages to join him there. "Why do you fight?" he asked gently. "When the river's flow is ample to nourish both your lands abundantly." The elders remained silent, their pride and shame wrestling within. As they realized the futility of their long-standing feud, the monk continued, "Conflict blinds us, while cooperation opens our eyes to the boundless gifts that nature graciously offers." With the monk's guidance, the villagers built a shared irrigation system, channeling the river's waters equally to both villages. As the fields flourished, so did bonds between the villages, nurtured by trust and the shared labor of collaboration. Through unity, they transformed scarcity into abundance, hatred into friendship, and division into a harmonious existence rooted in mutual respect. Buddha paused, his gaze sweeping across his disciples, their faces illuminated by the light of understanding. "Just as the river sustains life," Buddha said, "so does harmony sustain true prosperity, bringing abundance to all who embrace it." My disciples, reflect on this tale and consider how cooperation can heal wounds and sow the seeds of enduring peace. In life's journey, you will encounter conflicts. Let wisdom and compassion guide you to resolve them for the greater good. The path of harmony is not easy, yet it is essential for cultivating a life of richness and inner fulfillment. The disciples sat in rapt attention, their hearts stirred by Buddha's words, their minds envisioning the transformative power of unity. The morning sun climbed higher, its golden rays weaving through the bamboo. As Buddha's teachings resonated with the rhythm of nature, "Remember," Buddha concluded, "harmony transforms the barren into fertile, the desolate into vibrant, and the divided into united prosperity." Silence enveloped the gathering as the disciples reflected deeply, their souls touched by the profound wisdom shared that day. The tale of the two villages became a timeless lesson, echoing in the hearts of those seeking peace and harmony. Buddha's voice, gentle yet unwavering, continued to guide them toward a life where unity illuminated the path to true prosperity. The disciples bowed respectfully, their hearts brimming with gratitude, ready to carry forth the wisdom of the Buddha's teachings. The world, vast and diverse, awaited their journey, where they would weave threads of harmony into the fabric of existence. Another day, beneath the luminous glow of the full moon, the Buddha sat on Vulture Peak with his disciples. The cool night breeze carried the faint scent of wild jasmine. As silence enveloped the gathering like a comforting embrace, "My dear disciples," Buddha began, his voice a gentle murmur, "true prosperity lies not in external treasures, but within ourselves. Allow me to tell you about Khema, a queen whose journey from vanity to enlightenment reveals profound inner truths." Khema was renowned for her beauty, which she adored, clinging to its impermanence as if it were eternal and unchanging. Her days were filled with admiration, her mirror reflecting youth, but her heart remained tethered to fear of aging's shadow, despite her reluctance. Khema visited the Buddha, coaxed by her king, to listen to his teachings and seek inner peace. The Buddha, perceiving her vanity, conjured an image of unparalleled beauty, a celestial maiden radiant as the morning sun. Khema gazed at the maiden in awe, her admiration turning to shock as the image aged, withered, and faded away. What remains of her beauty now? Buddha asked gently, his question piercing the veil of Khema's attachment and ignorance. Khema was humbled, her heart shaken by the fleeting nature of external beauty, realizing its impermanence and inherent limitations. True prosperity, Buddha explained, is not found in transient appearances, but in the lasting light of inner wisdom. External wealth and beauty are like mirages, enticing yet fleeting, while inner enlightenment is eternal and unyielding like the sun. Khema renounced her vanity, seeking wisdom within, discovering a treasure far greater than jewels or the praises of others. The journey to enlightenment illuminated Khema's path, leading her to understand the profound peace found in detachment and awareness. My disciples, Buddha said, his eyes reflecting the moonlight, do not be misled by the illusion of permanence in fleeting things. The light within each of you is your eternal guide, revealing truths beyond the confines of material attachments and desires. True prosperity blossoms when wisdom dispels ignorance, filling the heart with peace and the mind with unwavering clarity. The disciples sat in awe, their souls stirred by the story of Khema, resonating with the timeless truths it unveiled. Seek not the treasures of the world, Buddha continued, but cultivate the infinite treasure of inner wisdom and enlightenment. External riches may vanish like the wind, but the light within shall endure, illuminating life's darkest moments with serenity. The moon reached its zenith, casting an ethereal glow over the gathering. As the Buddha's words echoed across the still night, let Khema's tale be a mirror, Buddha concluded, reflecting the path to true prosperity through wisdom and spiritual awakening. The disciples bowed deeply, their hearts brimming with gratitude, inspired to embark on their journey toward inner enlightenment. Beneath the vast expanse of the starlit sky, they meditated on the Buddha's teachings, finding solace in their profound simplicity. The story of Khema became a luminous beacon, guiding souls toward the boundless wealth of inner peace and spiritual fulfillment. Buddha's voice, gentle yet resolute, continued to resonate, urging them to transcend worldly illusions and embrace the eternal light within. With each passing moment, the teachings wove themselves into the fabric of existence, uniting hearts in pursuit of true prosperity. The night lingered, serene and sacred, as the disciples carried the wisdom shared, their spirits nourished by the Buddha's presence. There was a singer whose voice entranced crowds, her identity tied to her gift. Her joy became despair. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.